Hi guys, my name is Rohit, and today I want to talk to you about underwater content creation. Through underwater content creation, I am planning to cover both photography and videography concepts. So, as a first step, what you need to do before getting into underwater photography or slash videography is that you need to make sure that you have done proper research. Because this is a field that requires a lot of time, effort, as well as money. Let's talk about what are the different concepts or different things that you need to consider while getting into underwater photography. So, once you make your mind, you have decided to get into underwater photography, you can get certified as a scuba diver. You can either choose PADI or SSI. There are some minor differences only in the terminologies that they use. Other than that, it's all the same. The first level of open water scuba diver that allows you to go to depth of 80 meters. It's both the same in PADI and SSI, and it's for adults. And if you're under 18, there is a certification as a scuba diver, I think, and it actually allows you to go to a depth of 12 meters of depth, but you won't be able to dive alone. Dive alone means you need to have an instructor with you, right? And never dive alone. That's a really bad idea. And whenever you are diving, you need to make sure that you have a buddy with you, because underwater surroundings, you will never know what actually happens. So you need to make sure that someone is watching you all the time, and you are actually watching the same person. So always dive with the buddy. Don't do anything weird or stupid, because it can cause some problems. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Once you get certified, the next question is what type of camera you need, right? So right now, thanks to technology, many of the companies are coming forward with universal phone housing, so in which they are depth rated also. That means they can withstand the pressure underwater. So we need to buy that. Keep the phone in it, and make sure that the O-ring is in proper place so that it won't leak. And you can go for your diving and take pictures. You can start taking pictures. Then if you don't want to do that, you can always use action cameras such as GoPros. We have Insta 360, then DJI Osmo Action. So these companies actually provide their own underwater casings also along with it, which is, if I'm not wrong, it's the depth rating for the GoPro cameras with the casing is almost 30 meters, right? So that's a possibility. That's something that you don't have to invest a lot. And we all know that GoPro pictures are really beautiful if we are using the proper setting. Then another important thing, if you want to shoot on ambient lighting, make sure that you are staying at a depth of 5 meters, because as you go down, we all know that we will lose all the colors and everything will be blue at the end, right? Based on the wavelength of the light, it will be looking like that. And this is more theoretical stuff which we will learn when you are getting certified as a scuba diver, and it will be there. Don't worry about it. Okay? So then for mirrorless DSLR, Canon, Nikon, Panasonic, and what other companies are there? Yeah, these are the mainstream companies, right? Sony, yes, obviously Sony. So the next step is, once you have got your content, the next step is post production. You can use several softwares, as you know, for photography. You can use Adobe Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop, then GIMP, that is image manipulation program, which is a free alternative to Photoshop. Then for videography, we have we call as Adobe Premiere Pro, then After Effects also. After Effects, I think it's something more manipulation and stuff. So Premiere Pro is good, and the free alternative is DaVinci Resolve. But for DaVinci Resolve, the minimum system requirements is 16 gigs of RAM. So if you only have 8 gigs of RAM, like me, I suggest you to get Adobe Premiere Pro, because that works smoothly than DaVinci Resolve. That's what I think. And for video resolutions, depending upon your system, basically, like if you have a system that can process 4K videos, shoot the content on 4K resolution, 60 frames a second, 120 frames a second, depending upon the camera that you have, shoot it like that. But if you have a computer system or laptop that doesn't have enough energy to process all these videos, keep it up to 1080p, because at the end of the day, if someone is watching the content on mobile, it's 1080p. Even if there is option for 4K, it's not visible when you consider the majority of the people, right? So that is also something, that can that you can keep in your mind, that saves you a lot of frustration. So please keep that in your mind, right? So the next thing is like where to post. So as a beginner, I would suggest you to start with Instagram. Try to build a small fan base over there. There are several competitions hosted by different websites. Participate in that. Make people aware that you have something like this, and you are creative enough to give this much of content, both photographs or videography or videos. Make people aware about like your existence on Instagram, and eventually go to YouTube and start posting your videos over there. And if you want to teach people, or if you want to make people know about how you do it, you can actually come on video like this and explain it to them. Okay, this is how you shot this particular picture. You can actually talk to other underwater photographers / videographers and get their insights on how to improvise yourself. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, these can be considered as a good platform for you to start your particular work and to publish this work. It will be always like that. It will take some time, but don't be discouraged by it. It will take some time, but keep up the good work and believe in yourself. So you will reach that point where people actually recognize your work. Believe me. So that's it for today's video, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I will see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.